Hello again, watchy people. Yeah, so my internet connection just died. That is the first time that has ever happened on this new internet connection. It was very unexpected. Hey William, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, my internet connection just totally died. That's another limitation of YouTube, that you can't just join back to the same stream again. It has to generate a whole new stream. It's a proper pain in the butt, that one. So anyone who wasn't actively there and watching and doesn't know that they can just go back to their subscription box and find it again, they're essentially lost viewers, which is a pain. Also, I need to change settings on this one. Thinking about it. There we go. Let's save that. Is that saving? Excellent, that's saving. Cool, cool. And that button, there we are. I hung up on you, totally, yeah. Totally, it's rude, wasn't it? We have hung up on Woogie. Woogie has gone to bed because he doesn't have the stamina that I have. Oh dear. Yes, I did get back in touch with him briefly. But yeah, he decided he was going to use the disconnection as a cue to take his leave today. I'm going to go for a bit longer because why not? I'm awake, apparently, so might as well keep going. I'll at the very least get these contracts done. That is the plan. Go. That was a beautiful turn round there. Thank you for coming and finding me again, William and Mom. That is, I'm pleased you came back. Yeah, I wish YouTube was the same as Twitch in that your live always had the same. So he left me the tater job. Yes, he did. You have 0 stamina. After about 9 PM, you're done. By 5 most days. Yeah, I wish YouTube gave you a constant live feed like Twitch does, that you can just hook back into again rather than having to create a whole new video each time. But I guess that would be a radical overhaul of their entire system, wouldn't it? It's not set up for that. But yeah, I am going to have to do the tater job on my own now. But never mind. You never know, we might get Tango popping up. Oh dear. My wife left her phone charger at home. What's going on here? I was just going to check my Discord because there was a message or something on there. It's probably just... yeah, there we go. It's me being announced. Hey, both Shadow Aura and Logging Boy have joined Discord. That's cool. Very cool. Yeah, they're dragging behind a lot of features. Yeah, totally. No, I think it's just an area that they don't have much interest in pursuing. They want it to exist so that they're not losing out. But you cannot, you can't control what content is available for advertisers. So it's basically an area that they're not that interested in because, oh blimey, that tiny bit wouldn't fit in. Because yeah, they want to be able to guarantee for their hold on, where is it? There it is. Guarantee for their advertisers that they can, that you know, it's going to be put on content that is relevant and not in any way, what's the word? Controversial. Whereas, yeah, with live streams, they've got no idea until it's too late. They can't stop it until a problem has occurred. It's so slow to turn its head on the gamepad. I forgot that there was that other bit of field to do yet. Nice, right, let's... No, we can't get the whole thing in one go, sadly. The interesting thing is that Livestream claims to work on YouTube. Livestream is the software I use for controlling my lights on Twitch, and it says it supports YouTube, and I have my YouTube account connected to it, but that's it. Like, it doesn't do anything. Nothing works. So yeah, don't really know how I can do anything. Yeah, I tried all of that, Mom. Tried all of that. I might try sending their support people an email and say, so what's the deal with YouTube then? Because yeah, it's all linked up and everything. There are, as far as I can tell, there is no there's no like guides, tutorial content anywhere about it. Whenever you look it up, it's all about Twitch. If you Google YouTube, Livestream YouTube, then it shows you a load of videos on YouTube about how to use it on Twitch. It's really annoying, but you know, somewhat expected. Yeah, these contracts are probably not really worth it, to be honest. The amount of time I'm spending to earn like less than $2,000. The potato one's obviously worth it because it's a bigger job, but I think if I had a much larger header that got this job done in significantly less time. What are the money makers in this game? The money maker is silage. Cut the grass, either bale it or put it in a silo. 3 days later you got silage, and then that you sell that and it equates to a lot of money. A bale, depending on what difficulty you're playing on the game on, a bale is usually worth between 1 and, well, I guess on hard difficulty it would be like 500 quid, £500 or dollars or whatever, euros. But on easy mode it's up to about 1600. Imagine if the game included smells, yeah. Though it wouldn't smell that bad. Yeah, and you can do it 2 to 3 times a year, indeed. It's the manure that's smelly. Manure and What's the word for liquid manure? Love it if the game had smells. I think a lot of people would actually. Weirdly. Slurry, there you go, thank you. I'm interested to know actually, because in the game you can apply a double layer of slurry. Spray that on the fields here, yeah. A double application, so it does 2 loads of fertilising at once. I wonder, is that a thing that can happen in real life? If you put twice as much slurry on, does it give you like a double fertilisation? Right, I guess we need to be going that way anyway, ultimately, so I might as well drive to the trailer. Can't remember where this is going. I think this might be going to the field 5. There we go. This is going to Farm Store Bay 1. Yeah. Okay. Back the other way then. Right. I don't know if the workers stop the engines. That's going to be an interesting one to find out. Let's set a job. Create job. Go to. There we go. What? Why can't I put the thing down? Hang on. Oh. Where's the harvester gone? It's right there, yeah? No, that's the tractor. I want the harvester. There we go. Set destination. There we are. Did that work? I'm really confused. Target is unreachable. It does, but you only use manure. Okay. So it can't find its way to the road for some reason. Let's put it on the road and see what happens. There you are, you're on the road now. Let's try that again. Set destination there. Create job, go to. There we go. Start job. Excellent. Target is unreachable. Okay, so it's not going to work. Brilliant. Is it because I was in it? Create job. Go to. Start job. No, just doesn't want to do it. Probably doesn't like this map, to be fair. I'm just going to drive through the field. I think it probably only works on the base maps with the game, not modded maps. It is asking a bit much to pathfind through these things. Workers are a little not that smart. They do the same in base maps. I've had success in the base maps though. I've created jobs and they've done it. Like delivery, just driving from one place to another. I've not tried anything more advanced than that. Right, let's park you here. Oh, I left the header on. That was silly. I'll park you there then, and then we can deal with the rest of it later. On Elk Mountain it works just fine. The AI. Oh, really? Oh, let's turn the engine off on that. Oh, it doesn't matter actually, it's not ours. Oh, start the engine. I left that one running though. Right, off to the store. And then we will finish up that potato harvest. Man, I really shouldn't be just driving through the fields like this. Woogie's teaching me bad habits. You can turn, I think on this map you can turn on and off the hedge clipping. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Next time I'll turn it back on and not tell a Wooga that I've done it. Watch him drive straight into a hedge. Okay, how much money do you think we're going to get from this? I'm going to say £350. It'll save us on Elm Creek. Yeah. Yeah, cluster of fields they say cannot get out. Amazing. Oh, 556. How about that? Afraid you weren't quite on there, William. Not bad though. Somewhere in between. In between the two of us. Right. Completed. Collect. So now I've still got 2 potato fields to... Oh my goodness, that's so much work. Okay. Well, let's see if this can find its way home. Create job. No, don't load. Don't do that. Just go to the farm. Can you go to the entrance of the farm? How about that? No, target is unreachable. Typical. It can't do it. You've done that before. Amazing. Oh, that's not a good thing to do. Don't do that. I'd love an off-road vehicle though. At the moment I've got a sports car and I love driving that, but I'd love to have an off-road vehicle next time, I think. Complete change of pace. What's oh, it's just the mention of my stream in the barnyard, that's cool. Right, cut the corner again. So many bad habits. I forget what other field it was I'm doing. 29 by the looks of it. Hopefully that's a lot smaller. It must be a bit smaller because of the value being lower. We got through that okay. I'll park that there and then... Blimey, all of the engines are running. Okay, I think we're good now. Now I've got to learn how to drive this. %53 full. Okay. Turn on. Cool. Where is the pickup? It's on the right hand side. Okay. So I've got to drive along the right hand edge effectively. Beautiful. We can do this. We can do this. No problem. In fact, I think I'm just gonna cut across the middle. We'll do it that way. We'll make a new path. That's good enough. Just put a lift in the big mud tyres. You'll be just fine. Yeah, totally. Why not? Why not indeed? Here we go. I feel like I should have row crop tyres on for this. It's that one for cruise control, isn't it? Now I can let go and grab a packet of chocolate chip cookies. Lovely. Hopefully grab it back in time to avoid an accident. Try and pick up all these ones that he missed or didn't do yet. You want cookie?
Cookie. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me.
Great character.
Cookie, cookie, cookie for my tea. Cookie.
If you've ever seen Avenue Q, my impression of Nikki is pretty good. It's kind of a little bit like Ernie from Bert and Ernie. Hey there, Rod. Oh, the songs in that are so funny. Honestly, if you've never heard of Avenue Q, you need to hear about it because it's amazing. Sesame Street for adults, X-rated Sesame Street. I mean, technically the Muppets was Sesame Street for adults, but it was also child-friendly. Yeah, X-rated, there's literally a sex scene in it. And all of the songs, I'll give you the name of a couple of songs. One of the songs is called The Internet is for Porn. One of the songs is called Everyone's a Little Bit Racist. One of the songs is called If You Were Gay. Yeah, it's X-rated. And it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's got a lot of good life lessons in there as well. Some maybe not so good, but some really good ones. I wish they'd release a DVD of it so I could watch it at home, but I've been to see it on stage show 5 times now, I think. So yeah, they've got their money's worth out of me for sure. Why is the texture on the ground different from the bits that I've done? Maybe it's not. It just looks a bit different, I think. Yeah, honestly, don't take my word for it. Oh, hang on. How long ago did it fill up? Is that what the problem is? Yeah, that's what the problem is. It was full. I've been going for a while with it full. Right, pipe out is that one. No, that one. Here we go. So it's been topping them but not pulling them out of the ground. I'm going to have to go over those again. I think I did 5 passes with it being 100% full. Pay attention to your games, peoples. Don't talk about the Muppets and things like that. Watch what you're doing. Oh. I just realised when I started, my cat came in and sat on the floor next to me, and he's still here, curled up on the floor, living his best life. Right, let's drive this out the way. In fact, I'll leave the engine running because it's not mine, so I don't really care about it. Right. Too late, stuck between 2 trees. Watch out for that tree. Oh! Okay, I don't think it's as bad as it could have been. Could have been a lot worse. I'll be honest, I wish Wiggy would have done some more straight lines. But it's okay, we can clean it up. Make sure your PTO is on, absolutely. Yeah, gotta have that PTO enabled. Don't even know what a PTO stands for. I understand what it is, it's essentially a drive shaft. But I don't know what it means. Powered tool something, maybe? I need to go the other way, don't I? I'm not a farmer, you see. I'm no farmer, me. In England, by the way. That's the standard accent for a farmer. West Country farmer talks a bit like that. I don't know why, but everyone thinks all farmers all across the country sound like that. Which is obviously not true, they just sound like anyone else in any part of the country, but who am I to disprove common stereotypes? Are you gonna pick these up? No, I think I've lost the crop that I went over. That's annoying. Power takeoff. Ah, there we go. Thank you. I've learnt something today. Ah! I've learnt that I'm running away. There we go, machine's running again. Blimey, that was, that got away from me for a second. Power takeoff. That sounds like an aeroplane. That needs power to take off. No, it makes sense. I approve of the naming convention. Hopefully we managed to harvest enough of this field to make up for the bit that we've missed. Let's grab this bit. Why not? Can't grab that one. Nice. $39%, 40%. It still goes up after you've stopped collecting. So it's not counting from when you put it, when it grabs it from the ground. It's counting after that, after it's like been through the conveyors and stuff. That's interesting. So you actually need to stop at like 97%. Lovely, there we go. Man, I'm going to be here for a long time doing these two fields. I don't know what it was the game was thinking, giving me just this small trailer compared to the wide harvester. The pickup is actually a lot narrower than I thought it was. I'm getting 3 rows at once, which is barely anything. Da-da-da. Did that pick up? It did pick up. It takes a long time. Like, it doesn't really speed you up raising the pickup. It does a bit, but not much. There we go. We are getting there. We're chipping away at it slowly. Half the width of the grime tractor. Hey, it's not the sugarcane trailer, that's true. Yeah, sugarcane is another one to avoid, I think. What are you doing here? The bit that's missed is the bit that you missed. You should be in bed. You probably are in bed. I decided I couldn't leave the job unfinished. And this is only the first field as well. You get that? Yeah, got that. Nice. Nice. I'm going to cause myself sleeping problems by staying up to do this, you know. I've literally no idea what is and isn't being picked up there. Ah. Can't sleep, won't sleep. Got sidetracked before he came to bed. Taking a training course. Hey? Oh, prepping for a training course, blimey. I thought you were going to take a training course before you went to bed. That'd be interesting. Training for diving? I think you mean driving. I've done training for diving. Ugh. Let's get this one row here. I wake at 4 AM most days now, yeah. That really does suck. Other way, there we go. This is up to you, Rob. If you need another FS22 series, you can get the map and mods. You can make an FS22 mining series map. Elk Mountain and Tara Farm. Oh, okay. I've not looked into the mining at all. I've seen a bit of the iron stuff. Oh, blimey. Bit of the iron stuff on Silver Run Forest because of Daggerwind playing it, but that's the limit of what I've seen. Come on. There we go. Your cat faithfully wakes you up at 4 AM. It's a wonder she's still alive. I think there are probably other games that do mining better, I would imagine. Not that I wouldn't do it, but it seems like an area that's well done in games. Close that again. Turn it back on. In fact, if I turn it off, does that make me go faster still? A little bit, not a lot. Blimey. Right. Oh, pickup was down, okay. Fine. Field looks like your chin after you shave. Yeah, it's not great, is it? It's really patchy. I wonder who could be responsible for that. I'm getting tired. Yes, I am a certified diver. I have my open water certificate, so I can dive anywhere in the world up to a depth of 28 meters, I believe. It's the kind of thing I ought to know, really, isn't it? I do intend on continuing my training to include other stuff. Your dad had his and had a bunch of gear. Yeah, I've not got any gear. I've just done trips to Mallorca and used the gear I've hired it when I've went. When I went to film school, one of the teachers was friends with this person and organised a trip, basically. and that's so I've known him through that, and I've continued on where other people only went for the one trip as part of the course. I continued and went back and completed the course. So now the next thing is to just get my hours up, so I just need to do a lot more diving. And once I've raised my hours, I'll then do other courses. Like, I'd like to do the shipwreck course. There's one where you can become qualified to investigate shipwrecks and stuff like that. Live by the water, consider diving. Never took the time or money. I think it can get expensive, but it doesn't have to. Depends what you call expensive. It's definitely, if you're going to do it, it's definitely worth investing in the gear and becoming friends with a dive centre so that you can get like preferential rates on getting your tank refilled and stuff like that. Still not happy about that. We were both in the same place, 20 miles apart. We figured it out. Oh yes! Yeah, that would have been our first meeting. Yeah, that was hilarious, wasn't it? I think it was a bit more than 20 miles. I was on the northeast coast and you were on the south. From what I remember, anyway. We were like a 45-minute drive from the airport. Yeah, Port de Poyensa was where I was, which is literally the northeastern tip of the island. Oh, we're so nearly done. We're so nearly done. You have no idea where you were. Amazing. Yeah, I think when we were there you told me and I looked up on the map. And we were reasonably far apart. I might re-enable that steering, you know. All-wheel steering, there we go. Come on. That's better. You're one of these people that just gets the bus to the resort and doesn't worry about it after that, are you? As long as they're bringing me my mojitos, I could be anywhere. There we go. One last little bit. I'm not going to bother with the rest of these. Oh, blimey. You've got to be really careful how tight you turn on this. It jackknifes very easily. There we go. Right. I am so glad that this is done. Don't remember names, that includes places. I remember details of things that happened. Yeah. I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it? Is the memories. My dad used to write everything down. He had a diary, and literally at the end of every day he would write a page of his diary about what we'd done during the day, where we'd been, and everything, all the details. It'd be interesting to go back and read them at some point. Okay, overloading potatoes. 93%. Come on, how much of it's going to be ours? Complete. Wait, we didn't get any money. No way. Oh, it's incorporated 5% into the next field. So the next field is where we will get our profit. Amazing. Right, off to field 29 then. My goodness. I would say that I'll just rent the bigger harvester for field 29, but it would literally cost me the entire amount of money that I would be getting for the contract. It would be literally pointless doing that. I could just cancel that contract, but I don't know, doesn't seem like the right thing to do. This is a nice area. I've not been to this area of the map before. Right, field 29 is on the right. I am going to leave this tractor in the hedgerow and pack this up. 29 directly that way. We'll go around the other side of the woods this time. Okay, I think this field might be a little squarer, so it might be a bit easier. I don't know. Cross my fingers anyway, and hope that it is. Oh blimey, there's a... Okay. A little bit harder to go around this side. Let's go back the same way as we did. Bit safer, I think. Amazing. Go around the trees definitely with this one. I'm going to try and take that through the trees. Okay. Clockwise is the order of the day. Oh blimey. I hit a gate. Typical, isn't it? The one gate. And I found it. Good night, Woogie. Right, let's start doing rows. Yeah, I'm gonna be here a while. Let's do this edge, shall we? Might as well. Go, just carve a straight line all the way across. I'm gonna run into the gate here, aren't I? Yeah, there definitely needs to be some headlands done here. I found anything interesting when I dived? Not a huge amount. Fish. Yeah, a lot of fish life. I've seen rays, seen barracuda, lots of sort of cichlid type species. An octopus. I saw an octopus, a little baby octopus. I saw, not a full size one. Yeah, barracuda. Oh, I accidentally. Are we still running? Yeah. Saw quite a lot of barracuda. We did a cool like cave dive where we went in one side of a cave and came out the other. That was cool. It was quite scary actually because it was pitch black. The very centre point, and it was in fairness only the very centre point, but you couldn't see anything. You snorkeled in Mexico, saw them up close. Big pointy teeth. Yeah, then they can be nasty things, barracuda. You just gotta give them the respect and they're fine. For me, the scariest thing actually is the open water aspects, like not being able to see anything. I've only done one dive so far where the boat stopped in the middle of the ocean, as it were, and therefore I couldn't. I mean, it wasn't. You know, we were near side. I could see the cliffs and stuff, but it was deep enough that I couldn't see the bottom, and far enough that I couldn't see any edges or anything. All I could see was blue in every direction. That was quite nerve-wracking. And yeah, all I could see was the chain for the anchor disappearing into the water down below. So I just had to follow the chain down till I reached the bottom. Yeah, you really do have to rely on instruments, but the instruments are good. That's the thing. They do their job. They do it well. As long as you've got, you know, a good head about you, you're not going to do it wrong, because all you got to do is follow instructions. There's no limit with how fast you can dive. There's only a limit with how fast you can surface. So basically, when you go down as far as you want to go and do that stuff, and then as you're coming up, you'll come up like less than 10 meters, and your watch will beep at you, and you look at it and it says stop ascending, just wait here, and then it'll count down the time it takes for the oxygen to expand in your bloodstream. Yeah, you can go down as much as you like, because the gases and that are in your bloodstream are condensing. So they're taking up less space, so it's not a problem. When you come back up, they grow, and because you've breathed more air in to fill the same amount of space that you would normally have full at the surface, that's all got to go somewhere. So you have to stop every 10 meters and allow the excess gas to escape. No, I've not had any problems with my ears. Yeah, that didn't affect me. Some people have noticed it, but it's not bad. You just have to like swallow to cause the muscles to equalize themselves. If you start getting uncomfortable, if you get like a ringing sound, or you can feel the pressure in your ears, you just swallow, and everything sorts itself out. Very few people actually notice a negative effect from that. Oh, I really can't wait to do more. Oh, I'm at 100% again. I'm doing it again. I was distracted again, and it bit me in the bum again. Darn it, how much did I do? I was just driving in circles, doing my thing. There we go. You fill up. Fill your boots. But yeah, like I say, when you're going up, your watch beeps at you. You look at it and it says stop and wait. And then it does a countdown timer. I think it's like a minute and a half, something like that. And then it says, okay, you're free to ascend again now. Oh, yeah, I've got to do that first. Come on. Start up. Are you up or down? Down, there we go. Man, I hope I didn't waste too much. I mean, it's just going to eat into my profit, basically. There should be enough on the field that it won't be that big a deal. So you could get in trouble if you don't leave enough time to come up. Yes, absolutely. Like I say, the gases that are inside your bloodstream are all expanding, and in your lungs and everything. So if you came straight up from a deep depth, the gas would expand and causes all sorts of nasty stuff. What they call the bends. So yeah. Just don't do that and you'll be fine. Like I say, the equipment tells you. The equipment does tell you what the deal is. And if it does happen to you, then you get basically they just emergency transport you to somewhere that has a repressurization tank. There's a big tank that you sit inside, and they crank up the air pressure to match what you had at the depth you were, so that all the gases condense again, and then they very, very slowly reduce the pressure over time to allow your body to normalise. But you have to do that very quickly. If you don't get that in time, then you can have nasty issues. Why are you thinking of Aliens? Were they diving in that movie? No, I don't think so. But if you think about it, diving and being in space are very similar. You're in a place that doesn't have oxygen. You're wearing apparatus that provides it for you. There's a film called The Abyss where they were underwater. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, thriller, yeah. I would call it a thriller rather than a horror. I think it was Dustin Hoffman. I think he was the main guy in that, or at least one of the main guys in that. From memory. I need to watch that again, that was a good film. Probably not one to watch if you're about to go diving though. Maybe leave that for another occasion. Yeah, we got back from Mallorca and saw a news report that in the waters of Mallorca there'd been a shark sighting. I'm so glad that I didn't see that report while I was there. The chances of us coming into contact with it were ridiculously small, but even so. To be honest, I'm not actually that afraid of sharks. I think I would be okay swimming with sharks. I've yet to come across anything that big in the water though. I would be interested to see how I react. because it has the potential to be really quite frightening, I can imagine. Right, I am nearly full. I need to keep an eye on that. Could be different if it was there with nothing between you. Yeah, exactly. Like I've seen sharks so many times at aquariums and places like that. But that's a whole different ball game, isn't it? But then again, you know, there are very, very few breeds of shark that have any interest in humans whatsoever. In fact, there are zero. The only reason sharks attack people is because they think they're seals. There's no other reason. They're not interested in a person. Either they're defending themselves because they feel attacked, or they've mistaken you for a seal. Great white sharks eat seals. Yeah, so like 90% of shark breeds wouldn't even care about you being in the water with them. They'll swim around you, sure. As long as you don't, you know, do anything to provoke them, then you'll be totally fine. Okay. There were little sharks swimming around your feet, and you couldn't help but be a little freaked. Yeah, I totally understand the feeling. I do totally understand it. And I don't know for sure that I wouldn't feel the same, because I've never been in the situation so far. Is this running? Pickup wasn't down, there we go. Nice. Yeah, I would like to be in a situation to find out how I'd react. But I don't know how likely that is, to be fair. Maybe one day I'll get to go to, like, the tropics. But it ain't gonna happen anytime soon with the earnings I get at the moment. I can tell if you see a cute little jellyfish, just swim away. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, jellyfish I am actually a bit scared of. Like, I do quite often swim in oceans here, like just from the beach. And now these days I'm more worried about it because I've seen quite a lot of them in our waters. And yeah, I know that they are big trouble. They can be big trouble depending on the species. Yeah, that's the worst thing, is that you might not even know it's happened until it's too late. %. Alright, let's get this straggly row here. Man, I've barely touched this field. Barely touched it. I'm gonna have to check that cornfield as well, see if it's ready yet. I can't tell. No, it was already up. Oh, come on. There we go. That's what we're doing. I just want to neaten up this line so that I can stop having to veer off when I get to the end. I'd really like to go to somewhere like Fiji. The only problem I have with those kinds of places is that I don't eat fish. I dive with fish, I don't eat them. What time is it for me? It is 10 to 1 in the morning. 10 to 1 a.m. Midnight 50, if you prefer. I should very much be in bed, and I very much am not. I am from the future. Do you want me to tell you the results of like sports games and stuff? Good lord, go to bed. I should, but I see all this work in front of me and I feel compelled to do it. You work with a Rob and you keep wanting to put an extra B on my name. Amazing. You feel free, if that makes you happy, you can put an extra B on my name. You don't like sports? I don't really like sports either. Depends on the sport actually. I like motorsports. I did watch about half an hour of the Super Bowl last week. I think I'll feel better sleep better if I finish this field as well. To be fair, most nights I lay in bed until like 1:30 in the morning watching videos anyway, so it's not a lot different. %70%. I'm keeping an eye this time. It's not going to go wrong. I say that knowing full well it's about to go wrong. I wonder if I could just hire a worker to do the rest of the field for me and then just sit and watch. It'd cost me more than the contract. It really would. It wouldn't be worth it. Didn't even know it was Super Bowl last week. Yeah. I mean, I didn't until somebody mentioned it to me. Like I say, I made it about half an hour in and then I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Or in fact, I think I watched other videos, things that were more interesting to me. Got that in common, except you normally play a game or something on the phone. When you stop dropping the damn thing on your face. Yeah, I do that. I do that as well. We did watch that, but the halftime show is weird. I didn't get as far as the halftime show. What was weird about it? I think they're designed to be weird, aren't they? They're normally pretty weird. There'll never be another halftime show as good as Katy Perry giving us Left Shark. Left Shark is just like, it's now the ultimate in Super Bowl. Oh, I'm doing it again. I told you. I was watching it and then suddenly I wasn't. Flipping heck. One day I'm going to do this right. Come on. There we go, it's going in now. 100 to 200 backup dancers, yeah. That sounds about right. I don't know where this is being delivered. Probably the same place again, I would think. Fold that up again. It's interesting that you can't run this with the pipe out like normal harvesters. They need to add the baler bleeping. Yes, they do. They really do. They need an idiot alarm for me. Just trying to see where it started, how much I actually did. Can't really tell. It looks like it was on... Yeah, it was just there, wasn't it? Or is that a tyre mark? I ought to do the outside of this stuff as well. Because at the moment, I'm just getting... just getting half the field, which is less than ideal. Eventually we'll get all of it. It's just going to take a long time. I need to do a headland pass on the other side. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I think I'll do that this time round. Probably about 3 or 4 headland passes, I think. Try and keep my tyres outside the crop on this bit, because I keep missing them on the diagonal. Oh, I suppose I've only done it on one pass, so I've missed the diagonal there. Let's see how far back. Oh, it wasn't too much. It wasn't too much, but it's all going to eat into my profits, that's the thing. So I should get about 10% of this field as my own. Sucks when you're mowing hay. Yeah? Every spud is sacred. Nice. I like it. Every spud is sacred. Every spud is good. If a spud is wasted. I can't remember what the next bit is. God, it's quite irate. Yeah, that's what it is in the real one. I'm just trying to think how you would rhyme it with spud, but then I guess they didn't. They didn't rhyme it, did they? God gets quite irate. Can't even remember how it goes. It's been so long since I've seen that film. I think for me that was probably the worst of the Python films. Rob gets quite irate. Excellent. Yeah, that works. There we go. Nice extra bit of headland. Sorted. Now we can grab a couple of these straggly bits as we go by. had dreams that were like Python animations. Very strange. That is interesting. I don't think I've heard of anyone having that. Like the sort of hand-drawn stuff. Terry Gilliam style. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that before. Is it like you're watching an animation, or do you exist within the animation? I'm interested in how that works. Oh, too much. Come on. So you were animated as well. Intriguing. World was that strange trippy animation style, and now if anyone asks me, you know you dream in colour. Excellent. Glorious Technicolor. Okay, we are full. Where is the drop-off? The Cotswold store, so the same place as before. Okay. Back we go then. To the Cotswold store. It's going to be this way. Okay, let's not go too far up the hill. Oh, how much is this? This is probably... It's probably about 35–40% of the field. Who knows? I guess it'll give us an update to the nearest little bit when we get there, but yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how much we've done. We are nicely in the place where we can afford the dairy though. Tango will be pleased about that. Right, there we go. And Y. The thing is, for the type of mowers you have, you always have to make circles and start with 4/4 of a pair of boots. Get done with 2/3, 1/4, and look back and they're still on the tractor. I have no idea what you just said there. 51% transported, excellent. So you leave your boots on the tractor? Oh, I see. You're saying your boots get cut up by the mowers. Is that it? That sounds pretty unpleasant. I see, I went down that way. The trans is so hot it melts the boots. Oh, I see. Wow. Yeah, that's not good. Ah! There's a wall there. That was bound to happen eventually, wasn't it? Don't tell Woogie. go. Oh, is that empty? I thought that still had some in. Well then. Let's get out of the way. And then we will continue. Socialise with your family. What do you want to do that for? What do you think this is? The 1900s? No, fair enough. Thank you very much for the time you have spent. I greatly appreciate it. It's lovely to see you. And tell your family I said hi. Something about neglect. Yeah. I've heard that word before. I think my wife used it once, I'm not sure. Yeah, all of the machines are dangerous, aren't they? I've no doubt. You know, you got to treat them all with respect. For sure. Gosh, it's actually getting dark now. I'm gonna bring the time down to 0.5, and I think I'm also gonna put the lights on as well. There we go, get the work lights going. Yeah, there are a great many people who have lost hands and various other body parts to farm machinery. It's not something I would be willing to test out. Stay well away from it, for sure. I feel like I shouldn't go up this bit. I should go up the short side just to leave the longer lengths. Yeah, not for the weak. It's definitely not for me. I am unquestionably weak in just about every meaning of the word. My training's in IT originally. Now it's in filmmaking. Yeah, thinking about it, the highest level of education I've got is in filmmaking. I have a Bachelor of the Arts, first class degree. Never thought I'd say that. That's quite something. Well, I mean, so many people have got bachelor's degrees that it isn't really anything, but personally, for me, that's a big old achievement right there. One I never expected to have. Actually, let's grab that bit while we're on course for it. You hate the cold but love 90 degrees Fahrenheit. What is 90 Fahrenheit? That would be, what, around 24 degrees, something like that? Centigrade? I have no idea. I guess you probably don't know because you don't use centigrade. When I was in the States, it reached 104. I think it might have gone higher than that. I remember seeing 104 on the thing there. Oh, it's 32. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, 104 was around about 40 degrees, wasn't it? I don't like it when it gets into the 30s. 25 is about where it's at for me. Oh, no field found, of course. Why? Oh, yeah, the worker stops it, I see. I've sort of forgotten where in the field I am at this point. 81%, we keep an eye on that. Where you live almost all year long is that? Oh, amazing. Oh, you mean it's more than that? That sucks. Yeah, this summer was bad for me because it got well into the 30s and as high as 40 in like one place in the UK. I think around here it was like 38 degrees. And that day I just didn't do anything. I literally laid in bed with a cooling fan on me and a wet towel over me. Like that was my limit. Thankfully, I was in a position where I was able to do that. Like I didn't have a job that I needed to be doing. Oh, come on. Can I raise that? No. Lift harvester. Ah, there we go. Nope, that's no good. Alright, can I... Let's get it back into the field a bit more. You would have been a working yet? Well, you are very clearly not me, sir. I have great respect for you for that. But I'm a flake, whatever they call it. Don't know the meaning of work. Not very good on that front. I have done in the past, actually. To be fair, I've done my share of hard work in the past, but at this stage of my life, I'm not mentally up to the challenge. Luckily here is hot, but it only reaches 37 of perceived temperature. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, the difference between actual temperature and perceived temperature. I'm probably doing myself a disservice by describing me like that. You're only 14. Fair enough. I must say, actually, you talk like someone a lot older. I guess in my part of the world, someone 14 would only just be starting to work on a farm if it was their family's farm. You know, you wouldn't dream of being employed on a farm at that age. 16 is where you'd start. And even then, it's quite limited as to what you're allowed to ask people of that age to do. I presume it's your family's farm, is it, that you work on or have worked on in the past? Been work since 6-7 years old. Yeah. It, like I say, it's very different when it's your family that own the place, because then you could basically, as soon as you can hold things, you're told to hold things, aren't you? Just It's the way of it. Excuse me. You get brought up in it. That's fair enough. Oh, my life. I'm barely halfway through this. This is madness. Madness, I tells you. Really do need to keep an eye on that percentage though. I think that's 2 loads now I've successfully not screwed up. Got a reasonable headland going on now. No, I do joke. When I have to do work, I do work. But I do. I certainly do prefer the easy route these days. I'm not even that old. Like, I'm pretty old, but I'm not that old. Get up at 9 AM, get in at midnight in the summer. The conditions are good. Yeah, I can believe that. And it's different in this country as well compared to the States or other countries with large amounts of land. Farms here are pretty small. So yeah, it just doesn't take the same amount of time to farm because land is at a premium in the UK. And if everything works, yeah, exactly. Vehicle maintenance and stuff like that takes a good amount of time as well. 300 or so acre farm. Cool. I have no idea the average size of a farm here, to be honest. %55%. We are chipping away at this now, though. I like going around the outsides like this because you massively decrease the size as you go. Like every lap you do takes less time. It's good for the soul. Nope, didn't quite get that. That's annoying. Here we go. Can feel progress, yeah, totally. Average size for 2021 is 445 acres, up from 444 the previous year. Oh, okay, there you go. Then I was totally wrong. Our farms are bigger than yours. I don't mean that. Not in a rude way, at least. There you go, then. That says everything about my extent of knowledge of farming in this country. Right, we will unload again on this lap, given that we are close. We're in the 80s now. Seeing as we're near the trailer anyway, we might as well do it. There we go. We will unfold, jump into the tractor. Yeah. No, I was fully aware that on average farms over there will be an awful lot bigger. I was just surprised that your farm was smaller than an average farm here. Stands to reason, not every farm is going to be the average. There'll be some that are massively over, some that are massively under. Nice. Oh, he didn't like that. Note to self. Oh. Drive the tractor away before you try and use the machine again. There we go. Just pickup's down. Cool. Just what you own, not the others. Yeah. I understand. Man, we're so not nearly there. Blimey. Do, 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 do. 20%. Right. Remind me to never ever accept a contract doing potatoes again. I am very much done with potatoes right now. Think of it this way, you only get about 2.5 times faster using the proper tractor. Nor sugar beets, no, definitely not sugar beets. Big for 2 workers, yeah, that's massive for 2 workers. Yeah, we're getting through this now. There's not a huge amount more to go. Man, thank you guys for sticking with me while I do this, keeping me going. Definitely, if I was sat here on my own, this would be, I don't know, certainly more difficult for me anyway. I'm really looking forward to, like, I'm itching to make progress on my my farm for the YouTube series, for the episodes. Like, I really want to get to the point where I can start building. Hi, Dreams. I haven't seen you for a while, Dreams. How's it going, dude? Yeah, the rags to riches. I'm really excited to get actually building on that. Like, oh no, I didn't want to raise the pickup. Go back down again. There we go. Yeah, I want to get building my own farmyard and starting to plot things out, and yeah. But it's so easy to just get too far ahead. I want you guys to be able to comment and, you know, be part of it as it grows. So if I record like 5 weeks worth, then you don't get to do that, and I don't want it to be like that. Been having a rough go of it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Lost your dog to cancer. Oh, slowly getting back to yourself though. That's good, man. Yeah, it's never easy losing either a person or a pet. It's I mean, a lot of us think of pets as people as well. Would not be by yourself, there is always the voice. Oh dear. Is it my voice? If it's my voice, then I'm not sure. I think I'd rather be alone. The voice sounds very overwhelming. No, well, it's nice to see you back anyway, Dreams. I hope that you can get back to where you were, enjoying stuff again. My last cat that we had before the 2 that we've got now, it was so hard when we lost him. He was a hell of a character, one that'll never be replaced for sure. We've got 2 new boys now, but they are just so different. So different personalities. Is this one still here? Yep, I've still got one sat next to me here. He likes to be in the room with me wherever I am. It's funny because he won't sit on you. On the FS subject, you kind of looked up that John Deere tractor you use. You were right, one is 2-wheel drive, the other is 4-wheel drive. Ah, okay. See, this is the thing, is that there's information on... Oh, I've done it again. I went past 100%. It looks like it was only just, though. There's information on the mod page that you don't get in the store page. I don't understand why the store page doesn't give you a written description of everything and what it does and what it's for. It seems insane, especially when the information is there. Certainly with the mods anyway, if not the base game stuff. It would be so much nicer to just have a description, because all you get is like a model number and that's it, and the category that it's in. It's so lacking in information. go. Right, running again. Pickup should already be down. Here we go. We are getting so close to the end of this field. I will be going to bed at the end of this field. For absolutely certain. I should have done ages ago. Yeah, you've been trying to decide if getting another pup would be good for you or not. Kind of waiting yourself to want another dog again rather than wanting him back. Trying to replace him. My advice would be to go for it. I think the excitement of having a new character around you will help speed up that process a lot more. It certainly won't, it won't make the place that your previous dog had in your heart any less special. Like, you're not going to forget him. You'll always remember him. And yeah, in my personal experience, having another little friend around helps speed the process up a bit. Helps you get back to how you should be. And if if your previous dog had the ability to talk to you, it's beyond question that it would want you to have a new friend to keep you happy in his place. Yeah, especially the functionality of it. Some have hidden features. Yeah, some mods, they do add the descriptions depending on the mod. Ah, right, okay. I've not come across that yet. John Deere 6300 cab 4x4 front loader. The reason you know, because you have two 6400s which are 100 horsepower each without the front loader. Excellent. Back to farming, yeah. Yeah, I won't force you to talk about it. Yeah, that John Deere is quite good. The only thing that's annoying about it is that it doesn't have a front three-point linkage. So you can only run one tool at once, or one tool and a front loader. Can you get like a mower that fits on the front loader? Is that a thing? That would be a bit weird. Man, I really hope that I still manage to get a good profit off of this, in addition to the contract. Make up for all this time. Because it is not worth it. The amount of money is not worth it. Like, if I was baling this field, that's like 3 or 4 operations. I would have been done ages ago. A friend has a 6300 IRL. IRL, yes. In-game, I don't know. Yeah. That'd be weird. I can't imagine that, having a mower on a front loader that lifts up. Like, that would be terrifying, actually. The ability to have it running whilst lifted in the air. That's frightening. I would not want the responsibility of having that around. I guess you just have to discipline yourself to never be in that position. To make sure you remember that it switched off before you even consider raising the arms up. Yeah, I wouldn't want anything to do with that. Okay, gonna swing around for this one. It's time to start doing full lengths. instead of circuits, I think. There we go. 80% complete. Amazing. I feel so close, but yet so far. I might... Yeah, I think I'm going to unload. Just to be on the safe side. There we go. I think the trailer's going to fill up, to be honest, before I finish this field. That's going to be so annoying. There's going to be a tiny bit left to do. Maybe it'll all fit. I don't know. I think it's unlikely. But get a John Deere 4755. It's in game if you want to look. Yeah, fair enough. I'm still at a point where I don't have very much money. Oh. Yeah, it was. There we go. Yeah, I'm fighting for every little bit of cash in that game, which is the way I like it. That's how I wanted it to go. I wanted it to be a struggle and a process, a long process. It's no fun if you get really far in the game, like really quickly. That's why I started the series with no money and no land. All I had was a tent and a bicycle. And from there I worked my way up to where I am now. I probably got around, I don't know, probably around about £100,000 worth of equipment. Which I think is pretty darn good. Considering I'm 9 episodes in, 10 episodes in. I'm quite pleased with that that progress. Though, like I say, I am a little bit, wanting to get on with it. But that's the nature of it being a series on YouTube rather than just me playing the game. If I was just playing the game, obviously I would progress at whatever rate I wanted to. But I want to make it entertaining and go well on YouTube. So it can run a front PTO mowers and whatever you need. Okay, cool. $4755. I will have to try and remember that. And the game doesn't have the front option, neither PTO. Oh, Giants, yeah. That's it, isn't it? It's all down to how people have represented things in the game. And I like that Giants don't allow just craziness in the mods as well. Like, you can't get the best tractor for the least money. It seems like they've put thought into what should and shouldn't be allowed to make the game fun without breaking. %35%. So I reckon we've got about what do you reckon? 60% of a harvester's worth left in the field? If that, maybe not even that. This little bit is disappearing nice and quickly. Can't believe how dark it's got already. 6:30 in the evening in September. I suppose that's about right for September. I don't know actually. No, September's quite a long month. A long day normally. It's pretty much still summer in this part of the world. Man, 1:42. I thought for sure I'd be done by 1:30. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, we're easily going to have 60%, I think. Looking at that. You know, I almost didn't go live again after my internet dropped earlier. I almost decided that would be enough. I'll just stop there. But the field beckoned and I thought, you know what, I will go live, even if it's only for another hour. And it's turned out to be another 2 hours at least. And we're not done yet. We're nearly done though. Nearly done. And then I will get the sweet release of bedtime. I'm hoping that I might feel like playing Breath Edge again soon. I'm a little bit overwhelmed by where I'm at with that game. It feels like what it's asking me to do is big. Again, that's, you know, symptomatic of where I'm at mentally at the moment. I need to bite things off in little chunks, like I'm doing with this field. Little bit at a time. And I don't feel like that's happening in that game. It's like, it feels like a big task. All at once. So close. I guarantee this is not going to fit in the trailer, is it? We're going to have to come back for such a tiny amount. %75%. I was not expecting that. I will be totally honest. I was not expecting that much. You're curious about the shooty drone thing? Yeah, I guess I am too, actually. But we do get weapons, don't we? Going to eat dinner and watch some TV. If you did not get a notification, subscribe. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Enjoy your dinner and television. And I will see you another time. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I might do a daytime stream tomorrow, but I think if I do, it will be a Lego stream. Unless Tango's about. Even if Tango's about, it might be a Lego stream. Because we discussed about doing a two-man Lego stream where we both build individual models but chat to each other. Different models. Keep each other company while we're doing it. See you in the next one. Yep. Bye. Parallel Lego build. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. So that will happen at some point. Don't know what it might be. I'm tempted to buy myself the Transformers, the Lego Optimus Prime, you know. I think that would be fun to have. And it'd look good on a shelf as well. People at Lego know this. They're very clever like that. What would look good on people's shelves? How can we make grown-ups spend money? I know, nostalgic things. They weren't wrong. They really were not wrong. I wasn't going to bother getting these little bits, but I seem to be doing it now. Here we go. These will be the last bits that I get. And I really sincerely hope that this fits in the trailer. And I'm fairly certain that it's not gonna. Here it goes. Get in here to see what goes in. 68% left. Amazing. Okay, well, I think it's going to be worth driving the tractor back rather than driving the almost a funny number, yeah, almost. Rather than driving the harvester to the depot. I don't know for sure. But yeah, it's going to be difficult to unload. I suppose, actually no, because then there's only 2 journeys rather than 3. Or 4 actually, 1, 2, no, it would be 3, wouldn't it? Yeah. So it might be worth it. If I start this unloading and then go back and start driving the other one. Yeah, almost but not quite nice. Nearly 2 AM. Man, I must be mental. I'm a little bit sad that Tango wasn't able to join us tonight. Because he would have appreciated me being up this late, because I never normally am. Right. Here we go with our JCB Fast Track. It is pretty slow, I'll be honest. Oh, £792 of that we got to keep. So we're going to get at least £1,000 extra on top of the contract. That's a fairly big something. Just smashing through people's fields, going through their hedges, destroying them. I'm a menace to society, aren't I? Ah! Blimey. That thing's really heavy. You guess 5k? No, I think you're pretty high there. I think we're going to get about £1,500 maximum. Probably more like 1,000. Oh, for goodness sake, come on. No, don't do that. that all-wheel steering, it certainly throws you. What? Oh, is there an invisible wall there? I think there's an invisible wall there. Okay. Then we will have to do it the hard way. Oh, that was the wrong way. There's a step, the header is... Oh! Thank you. Yeah, I was just being a moron as usual. That's pretty standard. Pretty standard for me. So actually, this is off of both fields, remember? Because we got 5% of this contract fulfilled before we even started it. Because it took the beginning of the last stuff as belonging to this contract. So there we go. Oh, 1900 plus 700, so that's 2600. So about half of what you said, but about double what I said. Not quite, a bit more than what I said. Anyway, there we go. We will collect that contract and collect that contract. And we now have £90,500. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I will give Tango the disappointing news that I planted his field. So we're going to have to wait till next year before we can put the dairy down. Yeah, where are we? So when's the corn up for harvest? Okay, corn is up for harvest next month. So maybe we could do something with that field. I don't know, he might not be happy about that. It would be near the cows though. It would definitely be near the cows. Nice. Okay, well there we go. Thank you very much for watching, people. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.